Whenever we talk about the richest women in the world, I know popular celebrities like Rihanna or Oprah Winfrey come to mind. But to be real with you, the real rich women, the ultra-billionaires, prefer to maintain a low profile. These women might not be in the spotlight as much, but their wealth and influence are staggering. Now, uncovering their stories wasn't easy. We dug deep into financial reports, analyzed various wealth rankings, and tracked the latest changes in their fortunes to bring you the most up-to-date and accurate list. Countless hours went into this research to ensure we're not just showcasing names, but also revealing the journeys and empires behind these remarkable women. Without further ado, here are the 10 richest women in the world. Let me introduce you to a quiet powerhouse you might not recognize on the street, Abigail Johnson. While she doesn't often appear on magazine covers, this American businesswoman holds an immense fortune, placing her among the wealthiest people on the planet. Abigail's path to becoming a billionaire is deeply tied to her Massachusetts roots. Her grandfather, Edward Crosby Johnson II, founded Fidelity Investments, a Boston-based financial giant. With an incredible $11.8 trillion in assets under management, Fidelity stands as one of the world's top asset managers. Edward Crosby Johnson II had accumulated around $8 billion before his death, but Abigail has far surpassed this legacy. After taking over as CEO in 2014 from her father, Edward Ned Johnson III, Abigail has grown her wealth to an astounding $22 billion. Despite keeping a low profile, Abigail holds a significant 24.5% stake in Fidelity, with her family collectively owning 49% of the privately held company. When her father passed in 2022, she became chairperson, maintaining her roles as CEO and president. She now oversees 45,000 employees globally and chairs Fidelity International, the firm's international branch. Abigail also sits on the board of Breakthrough Energy Ventures, an initiative led by Bill Gates. Her rise to the top of Fidelity is truly inspiring. Believe it or not, she started at the family firm in high school, answering phones. Yes, the future CEO, president, and chairwoman began at the bottom, despite being the boss's daughter. Abigail didn't have a shortcut to the top. Over 26 years, she worked her way through various roles, learning the company's intricacies. Her hard work paid off as she moved up the corporate ladder, ultimately taking the helm. Now she manages the entire Fidelity empire, a position that comes with vast wealth and influence. You might expect her billions to come with a luxurious lifestyle, but that's not the case. Raised to avoid the spotlight, she prefers to let her work do the talking. Even as the richest person in New England and one of the world's most powerful women, Abigail stays humble. She flies commercial, rents cars, and keeps a low profile. That said, she's not shy about giving back. Abigail is a generous philanthropist, supporting numerous charities and arts projects. She even volunteers at a Boston homeless shelter, serving meals to those in need. Iris Balbina Fontbona's life took a remarkable turn as a teenager when she met Andronico Luksic Abaroa, a renowned Chilean businessman and founder of the Luksic Group. At just 17, Iris encountered Andronico, who was 15 years older and the wealthiest person in Chile at the time, with a net worth of $4.2 billion. Despite their age gap, their bond was undeniable, and they married when Iris turned 20. Their marriage lasted almost 4 decades, immersing Iris in a world of wealth and business. However, it wasn't until Andronico's passing in 2005 from cancer that Iris truly stepped into her own, inheriting a large portion of his fortune. While their 3 sons, Guillermo, Jean-Paul, and Andronico, each received part of the business, Iris secured a substantial share of the empire. Alongside her children, Iris now oversees Antofagasta, the Luksic Group's mining division, one of the largest mining companies in the world. Through their public entity, Guineenco, they control Banco de Chile, a leading bank, Madeco, a copper products manufacturer, CCU, the top beverage producer in Chile, and CSAV, a shipping company. Under Iris's leadership, the Luksic Group has continued to thrive, highlighting her business savvy. Beyond mining and manufacturing, Iris has expanded into hospitality, owning luxury hotel chains and a resort in Croatia. After her husband's death, she took a bold step by acquiring a 70% stake in Chilean television station Canal 13. Despite her mostly indirect role in the Luxit Group, it's important to note that major business decisions, mainly managed by her son, Andronaco Luxit Craig, require her approval. This control has allowed Fontbona to maintain an impressive net worth of $23.2 billion, solidifying her position as one of the world's most powerful women. Although she tends to avoid the spotlight, splitting her time between Chile, London, and Liechtenstein, she is well known in Chile for her philanthropy as much as for her wealth. In 2015, Fontbona made headlines by donating a record-breaking $3.9 million to the annual Chilean Telethon, a charity event supporting children with disabilities. She didn't stop at simply writing a check. She appeared on TV to promote the cause, showing her dedication by giving her time as well as her money. The following year, she topped her own record with a $5.5 million donation, setting a new high for the event. Her generous contributions have made a huge impact, providing crucial support for those in need and showcasing her commitment to helping others. Mackenzie Scott, an unassuming soccer mom turned American novelist, made her literary debut in 2005 with her novel The Testing of Luther Albright, which won an American Book Award in 2006. Mackenzie Scott's talent as a writer is undeniable, but it was her highly publicized divorce from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos that propelled her into the ranks of the world's wealthiest individuals. Mackenzie and Jeff's story began in 1993 when they married, and a year later they moved to Seattle to launch Amazon. Mackenzie played a pivotal role in Amazon's early development, helping with the company's name, business plan, accounts, early shipments, and negotiating its first freight contract. As Amazon began to thrive around 1996, Mackenzie chose to step back from her active role in the company to focus on her family and writing career. Despite maintaining a low profile, Mackenzie Scott kept a 4% stake in Amazon until her divorce from Jeff Bezos in 2019. This high-profile divorce resulted in Mackenzie receiving $35.6 billion in Amazon stock, propelling her to one of the world's richest individuals, and at the time, the third wealthiest woman globally. By July 2022, Forbes ranked her as the 22nd richest person with a net worth of $36 billion. In September 2020, she briefly held the title of the world's richest woman, and her net worth peaked at $62 billion by December of that year. However, with immense wealth came both admiration and criticism. Following the divorce, she changed her last name from Bezos to Scott, adopting her middle name. True to her philanthropic goals, in May 2019, Mackenzie signed the Giving Pledge, vowing to donate at least half of her fortune during her lifetime. Between July 2020 and November 2022, she donated an impressive $14.4 billion to nearly 1,600 nonprofits. Her charitable efforts included a record $5.8 billion donation in 2020 alone, one of the largest single-year contributions by a private individual. In 2021, Mackenzie continued her giving streak with another $2.7 billion in donations, with her generosity spanning various causes worldwide. These substantial donations have gradually reduced her net worth, which now stands at $25.3 billion. Mackenzie's journey from a novelist to a global philanthropist demonstrates her commitment to using her wealth to make a meaningful difference. Susanne Hannah Ursula Klatten, a German billionaire heiress, is deeply connected to one of Germany's most powerful families. Born to Herbert Quandt and his third wife, Johanna, Suzanne's life was filled with opportunities that only a few can imagine. The Quandt family is renowned for rescuing BMW from the verge of bankruptcy, transforming it into a highly profitable global brand, a legacy that continues to benefit the family. Born in Bad Homburg, West Germany, Suzanne pursued a degree in business finance. She started her career at an advertising agency in Frankfurt, later continuing her studies at the University of Buckingham and earning an MBA from IMD Business School in Lausanne. This robust educational foundation led to roles at Dresdner Bank in London, management consultancy McKinsey & Company in Munich, and bank house Reichel & Company. While her father's legacy accelerated her rise, Suzanne's success is also a result of her own determination. After inheriting her father's 50.1% stake in Altana, a pharmaceutical and chemical manufacturing company, Suzanne established herself as a formidable business leader. She played a critical role in growing Altana into a global powerhouse, ensuring its place on Germany's prestigious DAX list of top 30 companies. In addition to Altana, Suzanne inherited a 12.5% stake in BMW, which increased to 19.2% after her mother's death in 2015. Alongside her brother Stefan, who holds nearly 24% of BMW, she was appointed to BMW's supervisory board in 1997. Suzanne's business acumen extended beyond BMW, as she leveraged her position at Altana and investments in companies like Entrust and SGL Group. Today, she is the sole owner of Altana, which generates over $2.5 billion in annual sales, and her net worth hovers just below $28 billion. Despite her immense wealth, Suzanne has managed to maintain a relatively private personal life, even though her financial success is well documented. Her ability to navigate both her inherited fortune and business ventures has solidified her status as one of Germany's most influential billionaires. Suzanne Clatten's life also features a romantic chapter intertwined with her business world. During an internship at BMW, she met Jan Klatten, but initially concealed her true identity, going by the name Kant. This allowed her to maintain a sense of normalcy and anonymity. Their romance blossomed, culminating in a wedding in 1990 in the picturesque town of Kitzbühel. The couple settled in Munich and had 3 children together. However, after nearly 3 decades of marriage, Suzanne and Jan separated in 2018. Meet Gina Reinhardt, Australia's wealthiest citizen and one of the most powerful women globally. Gina's vast fortune comes from her role as a mining magnate and businesswoman, inheriting and transforming her father's struggling company, Hancock Prospecting, into Australia's largest private enterprise. When Gina's father, Lang Hancock, passed away in 1992, he left her with a bankrupt estate and a financially distressed company. Undaunted, Gina assumed leadership as executive chairman and rebuilt the company, which is now worth billions. Under her guidance, Hancock Prospecting grew from a valuation of $50 million to generating $7 billion in annual revenue. A key driver of this success is the company's 50% ownership in the Hope Downs iron ore mining complex in Eastern Australia. Producing at least 30 million tons of iron annually, Hope Downs generates around $500 million for Hancock Prospecting every year. Not limiting herself to mining, Gina is also Australia's second-largest cattle producer and, as of 2021, the largest landholder in the country. Her diverse investments have brought her extraordinary wealth, which peaked at $29.7 billion in 2012, making her the richest woman in the world at the time. This immense fortune has also earned her a spot on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful women. Gina's influence extends beyond business. A passionate supporter of sports, particularly the Olympics, she holds the title of Australia's largest non-government donor to Olympic causes. In 2021, her extravagant side also made headlines when she purchased a $34 million seaside mansion called the Webb House, adding to her lavish lifestyle. Despite her luxury indulgences, Gina's story is also one of generosity, as she continues to support causes dear to her, blending monumental success with a commitment to giving back. Miriam Adelson, an Israeli-American physician, has had a remarkable journey that blends science, philanthropy, and business. Her story began with mandatory military service as a medical officer in Nes Ziona, Israel. With a deep interest in science, she pursued a bachelor's degree in microbiology and genetics from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, followed by a medical degree from Tel Aviv University's Sackler School of Medicine. After her first marriage, Miriam moved to the United States in 1986, where she continued her career at Rockefeller University, specializing in drug addiction research. Miriam Adelson's story took a significant turn when she met Sheldon Adelson during her time at Rockefeller University. Sheldon, a billionaire businessman with a $30 billion fortune, owned the Las Vegas Sands Corporation, a major player in the casino and resort industry. The two married in 1991, and after Sheldon's death in 2021, Miriam inherited his vast empire, including the majority of Las Vegas Sands, which operates high-profile casinos in Singapore and Macau. This inheritance made Miriam one of the wealthiest people in the world. As of June 2021, she was ranked the 44th richest individual globally and the 5th richest woman, with a net worth of $36.3 billion. By 2022, her wealth had risen to $35.6 billion, positioning her as the 36th richest person worldwide, according to Forbes. Although Miriam's philanthropy is less prominent, she has made significant political contributions. In 2020, she and her late husband donated $180 million to Republican campaigns. Her influence extended to shaping Sheldon's political views, especially concerning Israel, and she was a major financial backer of Donald Trump's 2017 inauguration. In recognition of her support, Miriam received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2018 and honorary citizenship from Jerusalem in 2013. Her wealth, influence, and political engagement showcase her as a formidable figure, blending business prowess with a commitment to causes she holds dear. Jacqueline Mars, heiress to the candy empire Mars Inc., has a fortune deeply tied to America's sweet tooth. As the daughter of Forrest Mars Sr. and granddaughter of Frank C. Mars, the company's founder, she owns 1/3 of Mars Inc., which produces beloved treats like M&M's, Skittles, and Twix. Forbes estimated her net worth at $38.3 billion in 2021, solidifying her as one of the world's richest women. Jacqueline spent nearly 4 decades at Mars Incorporated, where she held leadership roles before retiring in 2001. She continued to serve on the company's board until 2016. In addition to her corporate success, Jacqueline is a committed philanthropist, serving as a trustee for the U.S. Equestrian Team and supporting cultural and educational institutions like the National Archives and the Washington National Opera. Her wealth and dedication to philanthropic causes make her not only a business icon, but also a prominent figure in preserving cultural heritage and supporting various charitable endeavors. Alice Walton, daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton, carved her own unique path beyond the family business. After graduating from Trinity University, Alice initially joined Walmart, but later pursued roles as a broker, equity analyst, and money manager. She eventually took charge of investment activities at Arvis Bank, the family-owned bank, and in 1988 founded Llama Company, an investment bank named after a llama her mother received as a gift. The firm specialized in bonds, asset management, and loans, operating for a decade before closing in 1998. During this time, Alice made a lasting impact on her community. She became the first chairperson of the Northwest Arkansas Council and was instrumental in establishing the Northwest Arkansas Regional Airport, which opened in 1998. After stepping back from the world of finance, Alice focused on her Texas ranch, Rocking W Ranch, a renowned horse breeding facility. With a net worth of $57.4 billion, Alice is the 19th richest person globally and the 2nd wealthiest woman. A passionate art lover, Alice founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas. She made headlines in 2005 by purchasing a classic American painting by Asher Brown for $35 million. Alice's philanthropic efforts extend beyond art. She supports education, economic development, and environmental conservation through the Walton Family Foundation. Julia Margaret Fleischer's love story with billionaire David Koch began on a blind date in 1991, though they didn't immediately hit it off. Fate brought them together again, and in 1996, they married. The couple had 3 children and lived a life of wealth and influence. After David Koch's death in 2019, Julia inherited a 42% stake in Koch Industries, the multinational conglomerate founded by David's father. Koch Industries is a global force in sectors such as petroleum, chemicals, and energy, employing 122,000 people across 60 countries. Under Julia's leadership, the Koch family controls businesses like Flint Hills Resources, Georgia Pacific, Guardian Industries, and Molex. With a net worth of $59 billion, Julia consistently ranks among the top 10 wealthiest women globally. Her philanthropic work is also significant. She serves as president of the David H. Koch Foundation and, along with her late husband, supported major institutions such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. Topping the list is the richest woman in the world, is Françoise Bettencourt Myers, a French businesswoman with an estimated net worth of $79.3 billion. Françoise inherited the L'Oréal beauty empire from her grandfather, Eugene Schuller, the founder of the world-renowned company. Beyond her wealth, Françoise is known for her talents as a writer and pianist, as well as her extensive philanthropic work. Since 2022, she has maintained her position as the world's wealthiest woman, cementing her legacy in both business and philanthropy. Françoise Bettencourt Myers, daughter of Liliane Bettencourt, took over control of the L'Oréal empire after her mother's passing in 2017. While Liliane was once the world's richest woman, Françoise has not only maintained that title, but expanded her fortune by at least 50%, bringing her net worth to a staggering $79.3 billion. Through savvy investments managed by her family's holding company, Tifus Invest, and the soaring value of L'Oréal shares, Françoise has nearly tripled her fortune since inheriting approximately $39.5 billion. At 69 years old, Françoise leads a private, understated life in Paris, away from the spotlight. Despite being the wealthiest woman globally, she prefers simplicity and shuns extravagance, avoiding private jets and choosing public parks over lavish vacations. While Françoise remains private, her impact is significant, and she uses her wealth thoughtfully to support causes that matter to her. If you enjoyed learning about the world's wealthiest women and want to know more about other billionaires, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.